Hi family, welcome back into our channel. Thank God for you coming back in today. Listen up family, listen up. Have you ever wondered why in the world do you have so many haters? I bet you've asked yourself that question. So many people have. So I'm chiming in today to discuss this hot topic and give you the tea. If you haven't figured this out yet as to why in the world that you have so many haters and all you want to do is be a team player. I'm Nikki. Welcome into the channel. I pray that God will continue to bless all of you. I pray that God will keep you and prosper everything that you do. Thank all of you for what you do every day on our channel. It means so much to us. Keep liking our videos, keep sharing, and keep subscribing to our channel because it helps the algorithm on our channel. You have so many haters. And you probably ask yourself this question. Isn't it funny how you have haters? And these haters are the people that seem to be more advanced in their life. They are the people who are further along in life than what you are. They're much further than where you are in life. They may be more financially stable than what you are. But for some reason, people hate you. And you probably ask yourself a question, that particular question. Why do these people hate me and they have so much more than I do? They're in a better position than I'm in right now. They have more opportunities than I'm having at this moment. So they shouldn't be hating. What are they afraid of? Well, come in a little closer because I'm going to let you know what these people are afraid of. These people are afraid of your mindset. They are so intimidated by your knowledge. They are so intimidated by the way that you think. And they are afraid. They are afraid of the potential that you have locked up down on the inside of you. Come on in, family. This is what is going on in your life with these haters. This is why you got so many. This is why you have so many people and you don't understand why these people hate you and that some of these people don't even know you from Adam. They haven't had one conversation with you. But it is the mindset that you have. It's the way that you think. And people are threatened by the way that you think. These people are threatened, family, by your thinking process. These people are so threatened because they know the potential that you have. They know that you will not stay in the position that you're in. These people know that at some point you're going to exceed your own expectations. These people know and they believe in their own heart that you are going to exceed, or you have that potential to exceed. I want you all to know that no matter where you are in life, no matter where you find yourself in life, I want you to know the kind of potential that you have. I want you to know that God locked up your potential on the inside of you. And you're wondering how you're going to get out of certain situations. Your gift. I want you to tap into your gift. And you may be asking, Nikki, I don't know what my gift is. I don't know what my calling is. By God's help, I'm going to show you what that is. I'm going to show you how to discover your gift and your talent. Whatever you are passionate about in your life, family, that is your calling, that is your gifting. Whatever you think about the most, whatever you envision the most, whatever you dream about the most, when you lay down at night, if this certain thing is always on your mind, if it's always in your heart, if you're always dreaming about it, that's your passion in life. This is what God has called you to do. This is that gift that God has locked up on the inside of you, that He's encouraging you to let that gift out of you. God wants you to discover your gift, and when you discover that gift, He wants you to have the courage to get that gift out of you. He put that gift down on the inside of you because at some point in your life, in certain seasons of your life, God knew you would be hungry. He knew you would get thirsty for Him. He knew that you would get a little bit inquisitive as to what am I really good at? What am I going to do for my future? How am I going to get out of this mess? Your gift is going to make room for you. Type that in the comments, or I want you to affirm it. By typing it, I want you to open your mouth. I want you to speak it. And I want you to say that my gift is going to make room for me. Your gift is going to make room for you because God said that it would. Out of your belly is going to flow rivers of living water. People are so intimidated by your potential, family. These people are so intimidated by how you think. And then they look at you and where you come from, family, and they know that if you ever discover that specialness about you, if you could ever discover that potential in you, and if you ever nurture your potential, if you ever nurture that gift on the inside of you, they know it's going to take you great places. This is what people wanted to be hidden in you for so long. They never wanted you to discover your potential. People never wanted you to learn how to think on your own. This is why you're going to rattle a lot of people. This is why you're going to upset a lot of people. You're going to make a lot of people feel uncomfortable within themselves. Because here you come, thinking outside the box. Think outside the box. Wherever you are right now, think outside the box. Your potential and your mindset, the way you think, is absolutely everything in life. As you think, God said, as a man think, so is he. You want better for your life, you have to think better. It's not the most intellectual person who makes it out from the bottom and gets to the top. It's not always that person. It's the person who believes in themselves. It's that person who's willing to take that risk. It's that person who's willing to get outside of the box and outside of that bucket with all those crabs and they're trying to pull you down. Whenever you begin to elevate, whenever you begin to think a little bit higher than other people that may be in your circle or you may be affiliated with, not always, but a lot of times, if people are not on the same page as you, it's going to cause a rift in between you. You have caused a rift, and you didn't do it intentionally. You did it by default. You've caused a rift in relationships, even in personal relationships, friendships, because you began to do something not so normal to regular people. You began to think outside of the box. You began to tap in to the power that you know you held on the inside, the power that you know you hold. And this is going to cause a rift. You have so many haters because you think different. And you weren't supposed to think different. In their eyes, you weren't supposed to think different. See, people judge you by where you come from. And they don't look at you as, if you don't come from the same place as them, they don't look at people who are not from the same community, from the same background, to think above. Because some people, honestly, family, some people had more opportunities than some of us had growing up. But what does that mean? Does it mean if you didn't have these certain opportunities that you wouldn't grow and you wouldn't prosper? No. It doesn't mean that. This is why God gave us a mind. This is why God gave us imagination. When God, before he created the world, family, he thought of how he wanted it to look like. God was very specific when he created the world. So whenever you get ready to create your own life, I want you to think strategically, and I want you to think very specifically. Even in your prayer life, whenever you're praying for something, be specific in your prayers. Just like God was. Be specific. You have haters for those two reasons. One, the potential that you have. That's why they hate you. This is why people can't stand you. They hate how you think. You think higher than what people think that you should. You think outside of the box. You're doing things that are outside of the norm. But you're supposed to, because God gave you that spirit. He gave you the mind, just like he has. Because he told us he created us in his likeness. He created us in his image. God made us after him. So you think like God, and you're supposed to. And you're supposed to create like him. So use your creative power that God has given you and create the life that you want. You can form the world that you want. You can. You're going to think it. And then you're going to put your hand to the plow and you're going to get to work, because faith without works is dead. It doesn't matter how much faith that we have to put a corresponding action to it. Faith without works is dead. You have to do something. You must do something, family of God. People hate how you think. They hate your potential. This is why people are mad at you. This is why you'll lose friendships along the way. You're going to lose relationships along the way. And there's nothing negative about this message. Nothing negative about it. These are facts. This is a reality, family. This is how life goes. This is how you know you are excelling. And this is how you know you outgrowing certain people, because whenever you think differently, whenever you begin to think a little higher than normal, than people what they think you should, people are going to, family, get a little salty with you. They will. It may be a rift that they put in between you and them. It may be a gulf that people are willing to put in between you and them. But allow them to do that. Allow them to put that rift in between you, because at the end of the day, family, your haters, these people are really your biggest fan. Your haters are your cheerleaders, and allow your haters to keep you putting your shoulder to the plow. Allow every person that hates you, family. They hate the fact that you have the courage to do what they don't have the courage to do. You know, a lot of people will live their life through you and hate you for that. It's true, but it's sad at the same time. People will live their life vicariously through you because they didn't have the confidence to do what you do. People don't have the confidence to take a step and to do what they really love to do. And here you come, and they look at you, and instead of connecting with you and learning from you one-on-one, they rather pretend that they don't like you. These people rather choose not to like you. They would rather choose to hate you, because it's self-hatred. When people hate you without a cause, family, when people hate you for doing what is best for your life, when people hate you for doing the right thing, when people hate you for doing what you love to do, when people hate you for doing what you are passionate about doing, when people really hate you for that, I don't want you to take anything to the chest. I don't want you to take anything personal, because it's nothing personal against you. It's personal against themselves. These people have self-hatred, family. So this is why we're always going to pray for people. Always pray for people, family. But you have a lot of haters. And the more God blesses you, the more God elevates you, the more haters that you're going to have. But if you can stand to be blessed, listen to me, family. If you can stand to be blessed, then you're ready. This is what God is letting you know. If you can stand to be blessed, then you are ready to receive the things that God has for you. You look at your life now. You look at where you are now, and people hate you for where you are. Maybe you don't live in the best house, but you're hated for the house that you're in because you have one. Maybe you don't have the best car, but people hate you for the car that you do have. Maybe you are in this system, riding the bus system back and forth, and they can't afford to do that. People will hate you for the stupidest reasons. People will hate you for the silliest reasons, family. So I want you to understand that. And I don't want you to allow all of these things to get on the inside of you so that you can be offended. God gave you the mind that you have, and he gave it to you for a reason. He gave you your thinking processes for a reason. God gave you the ability to think just like you're thinking. And he gave you the ability to think for a reason. Your gift is going to make room for you. This is how you're going to get out of your dilemmas. Your gift is going to make room for you. The problem that you're having, the financial breakthroughs that you all are consistently praying for, your gift is going to make room for you, family of God. You have gifts that are locked up on the inside of you. You have abilities, you have talents that are locked up on the inside of you. And in hard times, in these hard places that God has allowed you to be in, this is where you're going to discover who you are. In these tight places, this is where you're going to discover your gift. Not on the mountaintop always, but when you're down in the valley, this is where you're going to discover who you are. This is where you're going to discover your gifts and your abilities and your talents. And everybody won't clap for you. Everybody want to applaud for you, but you keep going because heaven is applauding for you. Your angelic hosts, your army of angelic hosts are applauding for you. You have no reason to fear. You have no reason to concern yourself with haters. Don't give your haters power over you. Don't even talk about your haters in a conversation on a day-to-day basis. Don't do that because you give it power. Whatever you give your energy to, family of God, this is what is going to come to pass in your life. Your potential and the way that you think, the mindset that you have. People hate you for that. They couldn't take the way you think. They tried. This is why people wanted you to feel less than. This is why people wanted you to have low self-esteem. This is why people treated you so bad. Because they called themselves knocking you down a notch. They thought you thought too highly of yourself because you think healthy.